Hello, my beautiful students. How are you today? Hope that you are pretty fine. Okay, today we are going to continue talking about a very specific topic that is going to be very useful for us. For that reason, we are going to start with this that I have here for you. On your marks, ready, set, and go. Okay. Excellent. First of all, I would like to say hello. Welcome to your English class and welcome to the topics that we are going to be having. Before to start, what do you know about future? Maybe you know something about that. That's great. That's great. For that reason, let's start with this that is going to be super duper easy. Okay. Let's continue with this. On your marks, ready, set, and go. And first of all, let me tell you that it is a real pleasure to have you here with me. Have you been practicing your English? Yes or no? Hope that yes. Remember that practice is going to be one of the most important things that we are going to be having if we want to learn English. So try to practice every day. Very well. Now, today I'm not going to be giving you some advices, but also we are going to be talking a lot about these tenses that I'm mentioning. Oh, one more time. Welcome back to your English class. And I hope that you are pretty fine. How are you today, my dear students? Fine? Good? Amazing, excited, excellent. Celebrating something special? Tell me. Try to practice your English. Stop the video and try to speak in English with me. Yes, I am celebrating my anniversary. Or yes, today is my birthday. Or I don't know. Well, let me tell you that today it's a wonderful day because I had the opportunity to blah. You can do it. And also you can send me the message in order to be practicing with your speaking, right? Well, let's continue with this. On your marks, ready, set, and go. Chan. I'm scared. No, come on, please, don't be scared. Let's go with this. Now, let's start talking about future tenses. Future tenses, oh my goodness. What are we going to be having? Wait a minute. Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. First of all, let's start with will, okay? Will. What is it? It's a modal verb that is going to be helping us a lot. Let me tell you that we are going to be using will in different forms, okay? We are going to be making use of will with predictions. For example, they will leave the food in the fridge. Don't worry, you won't be hungry. Don't go out in the rain, you will get wet, or you'll get wet. Oh, ellos dejarán la comida en el refrigerador. No te preocupes, no tendrás hambre. Oh, no salgas en la lluvia, te mojarás. That is how we are going to be making use of will. Also, we are going to be making use of will when we have some promises. When we are promising something. For example, I'll always love you. I'll always love you, or I will always love you. Or I won't forget to phone you later. I won't forget to phone you later. Or I will not forget to phone you later. Te amaré por siempre. No olvidaré llamarte después. That is how will is going to be sounding with the verbs that we are going to be having. Also, we are going to use will with requests and invitations. Requests and invitations, yes, cuando estás pidiendo algo, invitando algo o alguien. Will you turn on the light, please? ¿Apagarías la luz, por favor? O apagarás la luz, por favor, así de que apaga la luz, por favor. Will you come for a cup of coffee later? Ay, vendrás por una tacita de café después. You are requesting something, or you are making an invitation, okay? Estás pidiendo algo, haciendo una invitación. And also we are going to be having offers. Offers? How we are going to be having an offer? ¿Qué es un offer? Oferta, excellent. Very good. I'll pay for your sandwich. Will I help you make dinner? Will I help you make dinner? Offers. You are offering yourself to do something. Excellent. This is how we are going to be using will, but let me tell you something else. How we are going to be making use of will? Well, will, future, future with will or will future expresses a spontaneous decision or an assumption with regard to the future or an action in the future that cannot be influenced. What oh, el will es un verbo modal y si tú se lo pones un verbo, por ejemplo, run, correr. I will run, correré. I will play, jugaré. I will sing, cantaré. I will sleep, dormiré. I will study tomorrow, estudiaré mañana. Esa es la terminación que van a tener tus verbos si les pones el will. ¿Sale? Y vamos a usar el will con ciertas cuestiones específicas. Let me show you. For example, will. This is what we were talking, ¿no? Una expresión espontánea. Ciertas, cuando asumes algo acerca del futuro, o lo vas a usar cuando en el futuro va a suceder algo que no puede ser influido. ¿No? No puedes hacer nada al respecto para que pase o no pase. How we are going to be making use of will? Okay, will, as I was telling you, a spontaneous decision. Exactly. You don't have to be thinking a lot about the decision that you are going to be taking. No, you are going to be making use of will when you are going to be having a spontaneous decision. Yes, for example, wait, don't worry, I will help you. That is something spontaneous that you are going to be doing. That is a spontaneous decision that you are taking up. Or for example, oh no, wait, I will open the door. Ding dong. Who could it be? I will open the door. That is a spontaneous decision that you are going to be having, that you are going to be doing, you are going to be taking, okay? Or also, we are going to be having will when we want to express an opinion, when we are talking about hope, uncertainty, or assumption regarding to the future, sorry. For example, he will probably come back tomorrow. You are creating an opinion, you are assuming that something is going to be happening You are hoping that something can be happening, but be careful here. Remember, with an opinion, hope, uncertainty, or assumption regarding to the future, you are going to be making use of will. ¿Sale? Cuando tú quieras dar opiniones, quieras hablar de una esperanza que tienes sobre el futuro, cuando estás asumiendo algo o algo es incierto, respecto al futuro, ahí vas a estar haciendo uso del will. ¿Sale? For example, he will probably come back tomorrow. Él probablemente vendrá mañana. ¿Estás súper, mega, súper seguro o segura? Es tu opinión, es tu esperanza, es lo que tú crees, lo que tú piensas, ¿sale? No tienes bases fuertes aquí. Or for example, a promise. What we were saying, a promise, yes. Example, I will not watch TV tonight, but Angie, you are not promising something, anything there? You are not promising anything there. No te estoy diciendo, te prometo que yo no veré. No estoy utilizando la palabra te prometo, pero en el contexto, si digo, ay, no te preocupes, no veré tele. En determinada manera es una promesa o no, no te preocupes, haz tus cosas y yo mañana voy por ti. Es una promesa, no es un compromiso que le estás haciendo a una persona. When you mention situations like that, they are going to be promises. And with promises, we are going to be making use of will. Also, we are going to be making use of will with an action in the future that cannot be influenced. An action that cannot be influenced, yes. For example, it will rain tomorrow. Oh, you cannot do anything to stop the rain, right? Oh, we are going to be having a problem with the volcano. Well, you cannot do anything in order to avoid the volcano eruption, right? You cannot stop, you cannot avoid that something can happen or cannot happen. That is when we are going to be making use of will. ¿Sale? Algo que no puede ser influido, no puedes detenerlo o hacer que suceda, ¿no? Por así decirlo, ¡ay, va a ser erupción del Popo! No puedes hacer nada para evitarlo. Or for example, with conditionals clauses type 1. This is another topic that I'm going to be teaching you, but yes, we are going to be making use of will when we start talking about conditionals. You are going to be having something like this, for example. If I arrive late, I will call you. Si llego tarde, te llamaré. That is what we are going to be having with will. These are going to be most of the uses that will is going to have. Excellent, because we are not going to be making use of will in every situation about future, because most of the times I can hear, es que utilizamos el will cuando es algo no seguro y el going to cuando es algo más seguro. You sure? Maybe in few words we can be doing that, but that's not the complete truth. That is not all the truth. That is going to be different also. Let me tell you that you are going to be having some signal words that are going to be helping you a lot. We are going to be having, for example, in a year, next year, next month, next week, tomorrow, after tomorrow. Each word that you are going to be using in order to express future is going to be here with will, okay? Also with Vermuntung. Vermuntung? What is a Vermuntung? Suposiciones, suposiciones. When you use words, for example, like I think, probably, perhaps, I believe, I feel in my heart, or something like that, we are going to be making use of will. Siempre que te utilices frases como, yo pienso, probablemente, quizás, a lo mejor, yo siento, presienta, en mi corazón algo me dice que, okay, with all those kind of phrases, we are going to be making use of will, okay? Because it is not something sure. Maybe for you it is, but we don't have proofs. For that reason, when we have this kind of words, is when we are going to be making use of will. ¿Dónde me pongo? Aquí, a la de la teacher. Also, you are going to be having some tips, okay? How we are going to be using will? Decisions, predictions, promises. Oh, with decisions. Oh, I'm hungry. I am hungry. I will make lunch. I will eat something. I will prepare a pizza. But it's a quick decision. It's a quick decision that we are going to be having. Excellent. Okay, that we are going to be having. Also with predictions. He thinks he will win the race. It's a prediction that you are doing. Excellent. But do you have proofs? Or it's something, it's only something that you think, something that you believe? Exactly. It is something that you think. It is something that you hope. For that reason, we are going to be making use of will here with this kind of predictions. He thinks he will win the race. Él piensa que va a ganar la carrera, pero él piensa, pero ¿será que sí? Or for promises, as we were saying, I will love you forever. I will love you forever. Te voy a amar por siempre. Oh, wow. That is going to be super great and super cool. Excellent. That is easy, puede pasar. Promises, okay? It is not necessary to say, I promise that. If you say, I promise that, that's cool. If you don't say it, it's okay. We are getting the idea that you are promising something. And how we are going to be making use of will? Okay, we are going to be having I will or I will not, no? O Luis, Lupita, María, Pedro, Juan, la chancla, el perro, el perico, el pollo, lo que quieras. Will or will not? You, we, they, Juan, Pedro, and Peter, will not. It's the same. Don't worry about these personal pronouns, subject pronouns. You don't need to add anything to the verbs, okay? Don't worry. Forget about the letter S and so on. No. Never mind. Here with will, you are not going to be using that. Sorry, me emocioné. We are going to be having some contractions, yes. Instead of will, you can use with double L. I'll, he'll, she'll, it'll, you'll, will, they'll. Exactly. For affirmatives. But if we are going to be having a negative situation, you want to say that? No. Oh. You can use will not, or you are going to use this contraction. Won't. Will not and won't are the same, okay? Are the same. Will not and won't. But these words are super together that we said goodbye to I. And we are going to be having O instead of that. I'll and won't. I'll and won't. That is going to be the situation that we are going to be having. And also here, let me show you some examples. I will work. I will not work. Questions, will I work? Remember that for questions, we are going to be having our question mark, and also we are going to be having Will. Excellent. At the beginning, that is going to be how we are going to be forming this. Now, you will listen. Oh, to music. You will not listen to music. Will you listen to music? First of all, will, that is future, and then the rest of your sentence. He or she, Luis, Pedro, Juan, will stay here in the house. He or she or Pedro, Luis, Juan will not stay here in the house. Will he or she stay here in the house? Or for example, you will phone your mother. You will not phone your mother. Will you phone your mother? That is a question. Negative and affirmative. They will speak English. They will not speak French. Will they speak Japanese? Will they speak Japanese? Exactly. That is what we are going to be having. You can be changing everything that you can have. And as you can see here with the verb, we are not going to be having any situation because we are not going to be adding the letter S, E, I-E-S, O-E-S. No. Anything. Don't worry about that. Here you have other kind of examples also. I will play with you. I won't, with contraction. I won't play with you. Will I play with you? Or with contraction, you'll play with me. Or you will not play with me. Will you play with me? With questions, we are not going to have contractions with will. Okay, we are not going to. You can say, won't you play with me? Excellent here, but with will, we are not going to be having contractions in affirmative questions. If you want to create or you want to ask, a negative question, what we are going to be using is what? Won't you play with me? Oh, well, won't you come tonight? No, esta noche. For example, yes, indeed, we can be having negative questions. Exactly. Yes, it is going to be the same auxiliary that we are going to be having with not. Will he not? Well, actually, it could be better if we say won't. Oh, look at this. He or she or it, Luis, Juan, Pedro, Carlos will play with you. He, she, it, Pedro, Carlos, the dog will not play with you or won't play with you. Will he or she or it or Luis, Carlos, Pedro, the dog will play with you? Will he play with you? Here you have another contraction. Will play with you. He won't play with you. Will we play with you? Affirmative, negative, interrogative. Yes, we are going to be having negative questions. Excellent. We are going to be talking about that. So, what do you think about this? Easy or difficult? I will play with you. I won't or I will not. Will I play with you? Exactly. Aquí el will es el importante, es la estructura. Para decir que yo jugaré contigo, I will play. No te preocupes por ponerle ese ni nada más a los verbos cuando hables de ella y eso. Nada, no pasa nada. Aquí no le vas a aumentar nada. Para negar o decir que no en el futuro, o puedes usar will not or won't. Cualquiera de los dos. ¿Sale? Aquí puedes, en lugar de decir you will, puedes usar el pegadito a todos tus sujetitos, no pasa nada. Y para preguntar, acuérdate que como no tengo dos signos de interrogación, solo tengo el que cierra, tengo que buscar algo que abra. pero no tengo otro signo, entonces me utilizo el will, nada más le doy la vuelta, chuc, chuc, y el will, que es el verbo principal y fuerte, pues se va ahí de protector y se pone a abrir la puertecita para que puedas hacer tu oración en futuro. No. Excelente. De preferencia, aquí no vamos a, como te decía, no vamos a usar ninguna contracción de I play with you. No, no se puede. A no ser que sea una pregunta negativa, así que no vendrás, won't you come? Ahí sí puedes utilizar el won't, no pasaría nada. Won't you come? Will you not play with me? Vamos a ver también lo de las preguntas negativas. Now, sweetheart, look at this. Will, the form. This is everything that we were talking about. You will stay or stay. You want to say that no? I will not, or I won't stay here in this house. Questions. Will you stay? Will you come? Won't she play tennis? But look at this. How we are going to be answering to the questions. You're going to be having short answers or long answers. As we already know, short answers or long answers. Excellent. Short answers, long answers, depending what you want to say. That's up to you, but it is super very important that you know how to answer in a long or in a short way, because maybe you are not going to be answering in a long way. Maybe you are going to be answering in a short way, but it is important that you know both. Very well. What questions do you have till this moment? It's easy, right? It's easy. Well, let me tell you this. We are going to be having all these situations. Will you come tomorrow? Yes, I will. Oh, yes, you will. Yes, he will. Remember that with short answers, we are not going to be using names. No. Most of the time, we are going to be using subjects, okay? When we have short answers in present, past, future, with short answers, actually, we are going to be making use of pronouns. It is pretty strange that we can be having names in a short answers, but en la Villa del Señor hay de todo, así que tú estate preparado para todo. Yes, I will, or no, I will not, or no, I won't. Yes, you can use here will not or won't. Here it's going to be super strange if you say, yes, I'll, yes, you'll, yes, will. That's super strange to say. I mean, we can have contractions, but not a lot of contractions, actually. Yes, I will. Yes, you will. Yes, they will. If you want to say that no, we can use no, he won't, or no, he will not. Yes, I will not. Que diga, no, I will not, or no, I won't. Yes, they will. No, they will not, or no, they won't. Here you can use will not or won't, and it's okay. Short answers. Till this moment, what do you think, my beautiful and beloved students? Is it easy or is it difficult? Actually, we are going to be practicing a little bit, but we cannot start practicing till this moment. We can be practicing with will. But also, it is important that you can know this new future. This new future. Is it going to be the same like will? Well, actually, let me tell you that will and going to are going to be for future. Yes, we are going to be for the future, but they are going to be having some situations where we are going to say, oh my goodness, what is the difference? What is it? What is it? For that reason is that we are going to be talking about this. We are going to be checking some differences that will and going to are going to be having. Well, for that reason, let's start with going to, okay? So what do we have here with going to? What do you know about going to that it's another form of future? Well, here is the choro. When we are going to be making use of going to, is because we want to refer to future events and these future events suggests a very strong association with the present. Es decir, algo está a punto de suceder. Going to es para cuestiones futuras, sí, claro, pero tiene una fuerte como asociación con el presente, ¿no? Time is not important. It is later than now, and so después, it's okay. The most important thing here is going to be the attitude that we are going to be having. The attitude is that the event depends on something in the present situation that we know about. What? Wait a minute, I'm going to explain all this to you. Going is mainly used to refer to our plans and intentions or make predictions, but based on present evidence, okay? Here, you are going to be having a super point. When you want to talk about plans and intentions or predictions, but present evidence, okay? You need to have evidence. Also, in everyday speech, going to is often pronounced like gonna. Gonna is often shortened as gonna, especially in American English, but it is never written that way, okay? We are going to be pronouncing gonna if you want. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna, you're gonna, they gonna. Yes, we can use gonna. Yes. But especially in American English. And also, we are not going to be writing gonna a lot because it is going to be super duper informal. Super duper informal, yes. But well, let's see. Going to is going to be used for plans and intentions, okay? But plans that you have been thinking about and intentions. For example, is Freddie going to buy a new car soon? It's the intention that Freddie has, no, to buy a new car soon. Or here we have, are John and Pam going to visit Milan when they are in Italy? Is that a plan? Is that an intention? Do they have the intention? Do they have the plan to do that? I think Nigel and Mary are going to have a party next week. It's like a plan. It's an intention. Yes, Angie, but you said that if I use the word think, is going to be something that comes from my heart. Yes, actually, but remember that here, it doesn't matter the time. What matters is the intention that we are going to be having. Okay, and here, if I use I think, Nigel, doesn't matter if I am using think, because I think that, right? But you already know that they have these plans. or these intentions, I don't know, because you're listening to a conversation or somebody told you about that, but when you have the plan or the intention, doesn't matter if you use I think, I believe, no. When it is something that is from your heart, from your mind, you can say, I think they will get married. Okay, is what you think. You don't have evidence. It is from your heart, from your mind, no? If I say, I think Nigel and Mary are going to get married, it's because you already know that they have the plan or that they have that intention, okay? Remember, it is not only the time, but the strong intention that they have or the strong plan that they already have about the future. Or for example, if I say, we are going to have dinner together tomorrow. Oh, it's a plan. It's a plan that you already have, or it is the intention that we already have. Remember that we are not going to be making use of will with intentions, okay, about life, about doing something. Or here you have a negative question. Aren't you going to stay at the library until your report is finished? You don't have that plan. You don't have that intention. Don't you have that plan, right? Don't you have that intention, right? Aren't you going to stay at the library until your report is finished? No, that is not my plan. That is not my intention. Oh, okay, very good. Remember, doesn't matter the time. We already know that it is going to be for future. It could be now or then, but the plans or the intentions are going to be the most important thing that we are going to be having here. Future with going to. How we are going to be making use of going to. Going to is going to be super duper easy, because what you need to do is to use verb to be is are plus going to and your verb. You are not going to be adding the letter S, yes, OES, anything, nothing. You don't need it anymore. Okay, forget about those rules in this moment a little bit, just a little. Because with future, as we are going to be having different auxiliaries, we don't need to use does, doesn't, the letter A, nothing similar to that. I am going to study Chinese. It's future, it's a plan or an intention that you already have. Sandy is going to visit museums. It's a plan or it's an intention that Sandy has. They are going to travel to Beijing. It's a plan or it is an intention that they have, okay? You cannot say Sandy, I is, they is. No. Remember how we used to use the verb to be. Here is the same rule. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, they are, we are, you are. It is going to be the same rule, okay? And here with your verb, if you want to write a letter S, no, that's wrong. We are not going to be making use of that, okay? Don't worry. Going to, I am, you are, he is, she's going to study. No le vayas a quitar el verbo to be porque si no va a decir, I'm going to study Chinese. Yo, que suena raro, no está completo. O no es decir, Sandy is visit museums. Sandy está a visitar museos. No. You need to have it complete. Lo debes de tener completo. Sale el verbo to be con el going to para que sea de verdad futuro. And here you are going to be having some situations. I am going to cook. I'm saying that yes. Am I going to cook? That is a question. That is a super question. I am not going to cook. We can be having this. Oh, you are going to cook. Are you going to cook? You are not going to cook. Yes, you can use contractions. You're going to cook. He's going to cook. She's going to cook. We can say this. She's going to cook. It's going to cook. We're going to cook. Excellent. You're going to cook. They are going to cook. Yes, indeed, we can be using contractions. Obviously, here we are not going to be having, are you going? No. We can have negative questions. Yes, we can. Yes, but only with when you have like a verb, a modal verb that is going to be creating the question, and also the negative situation, you can use it. Isn't he going to cook? Isn't she going to? Aren't we going to cook? Yes, that could be in a negative questions, but not with okay? Never ever with no, we are not going to be having short negative questions. Or in negative, remember that the only thing that I need to do is to add not after the verb to be. Please don't say I not am. I am going not to cook. No, 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 no. Your negative part is going to be after the verb to be. Okay. In order that you can be having your negative situation here. What do you think? Easy or difficult? She's not, or she isn't going to, or she's not. You can use the contraction that you want. It's not going to cook, or it isn't going to cook. We aren't going to cook, or you're not going to cook. Yes, we are not going to be having any situation here. You can use contractions if you can do it, okay? Si puede, tú puedes usar contracciones si se pueden usar. No le vas a estar inventando ahí, ¿no? That is what we are going to be having. What do you think till this moment? Tell me, it is easy or it is difficult? Okay, it's a kind of easy, right? This is like the verb to be that we are going to be having. Affirmative questions and negative. And as we are talking with the verb to be, we need to create something with the verb to be. Now, here you are going to be having here a situation. And it is going to be cool. Aquí, where are we going to play soccer? Hay unas situacioncitas que te queremos, hasta aquí son preguntas. Okay, I am going to play soccer. I am not going to play soccer. Am I going to play soccer? You are going to play soccer. You aren't going to play soccer. Where are we going to play soccer? Where are we going to play soccer? ¿Dónde vamos a jugar soccer? He's going to play soccer. He isn't, or he's not, or he's not going to play soccer. And one more time, negative situations. We don't want this. We want questions. What do you think about will and going to? Remember, yes, going to be going to plans and intentions. What questions do you have? Is this easy or is this difficult? I know that maybe you are going to be saying like, oh my goodness, but what are the differences between will and going to? Don't worry. Let me tell you something. Will are going to sí se van a referir a hechos futuros, pero se van a usar en contextos diferentes. En pocas palabras, porque hay mucha información, ¿no? Mucha información. Ya vamos a mandar páginas sobre esto. Mientras will va a ser para prometer cosas y cuestiones como más espontáneas, en pocas palabras. Going to es mucho más común y usado, solicitado, requerido, necesitado, para hablar de cuando, o de hacer planes o cuando tienes ciertas intenciones, no la intención de hacer algo. Mira, let's talk about this. What are going to be the difference between will and going to? Well, will express future ideas, express future actions decided at the moment of speaking. I mean, immediate decisions. I will have salad and the fish. El will tú lo vas a estar utilizando para expresar futuras acciones, no, obviamente porque está en el futuro, pero que decidiste en el momento de estar hablando. Estás viendo aquí, decisiones inmediatas. Estás viendo el menú y estás como que, ok, yo quiero el sándwich. Estás hablando y estás decidiendo, ¿no? Por así decirlo. O que no te tomas tantísimo tiempo en hacer esa decisión. Es para decisiones inmediatas. O cuando estás ahí, bueno, a mí se me antoja unos chilaquiles, porfa, y vas leyendo, estás hablando, vas pensando, vas dando tu futuro, ¿no? Going to is going to be different because going to is going to be expressing future plans decided before the moment of speaking. I mean prior plans. I'm going to visit my aunt next Friday. El going to va a ser un poquito más diferente porque aunque el will, luego, desde que estás hablando, estás tomando la decisión, el going to no. El going to tú lo vas a utilizar para expresar, claro que sí, planes futuros, pero que se han decidido antes de que tú hayas hablado. O sea, planes previos. Como aquí, I'm going to visit my aunt next Friday. No es que le estés decidiendo ahorita de que, el próximo viernes voy a visitar a mi tía. Porque si lo estuvieras decidiendo en este momento, tendrías que hacer uso del will. Pero si yo, por ejemplo, vengo y te pregunto, ¿qué vas a hacer el próximo fin de semana? Voy a visitar a mi abuelita en el bosque. En su caballo en el bosque. Voy a visitar a mi tía. Si yo ya estoy utilizando el going to, es porque ahorita que yo lo estoy diciendo, te estás enterando, pero yo antes ya lo pensé, ya lo planeé. No es una decisión rápida que se me salga ahorita de la manga o algo, no. Para cuando yo hablé es porque ya había yo decidido algo. Primero decidí y ya después lo comenté. ¿No? Esa va a ser la diferencia. El will es menos pensado y el going to lo piensan más en decisiones, intenciones, lo que quieras. Y ya que había estado decidido que tienes ese plan, esa intención, ahora sí, ya tú estás expresándolo, ¿no? Bueno, mira, otra cosita. Will express a prediction based on personal opinions or experiences. Predictions with no evidence. ¿Por qué crees? Decía, I think United will win the game. Will va a expresar una predicción, pero que se basa en tus opiniones, en tus experiencias, en tu experiencia de la vida, lo que te dice tu corazón, tu alma, lo que tú ves, lo que presientes. No tienes evidencia, ¿sale? Solamente sabes que en tu corazón algo que te dice que eso va a pasar. Por ejemplo, I think United will win the game. Yo pienso que los Estados Unidos ganarán el juego. Pienso, pero no tengo una evidencia, ¿no? Que me muestre que efectivamente eso va a pasar. Aquí estoy utilizando yo pienso, yo creo, pero es que hace rato lo usamos en going to, sí, pero acuérdate que depende también la intención. Si me estoy usando un going to, es que, órale, ya hay una intención ahí de por medio, ¿no? Going to express a prediction based on present evidence. I mean, predictions with evidence. Look at those black clouds. It is going to rain. Con el going to, tú vas a hacer ahora sí predicciones igual que el will también hace predicciones, pero el going to va a expresarte predicciones, pero que tienen una evidencia presente, ¿sale? Tú vas a hacer esas predicciones con evidencia, sobre todo con una evidencia que está ahorita en el presente. Ves que por eso, uy, te super decíamos que el going to tenía ahí una asociación fuerte con el presente, ¿no? Mire esas nubes negras, va a llover. Ah, mi evidencia está aquí en el presente, ¿no? De que, hoy mira, escucha, ve esto. Una evidencia no presente, solamente que aquí está presente, ¿no? También de preferencia que esté en el tiempo presente. Based on present evidence, evidencia presente. You are going to be making use of will in order to express a future fact. Vas a estar utilizando will para expresar un hecho futuro, una fact, ¿sale? Es un hecho que sucede. The sun will rise tomorrow. El sol saldrá mañana. Es un hecho que va a suceder. La tierra girará alrededor del sol, su movimiento y traslación. Es un hecho. Es algo, es un hecho que va a pasar. O sea, no estás haciendo una predicción de que mira las nubes, lloverá. No estoy haciendo una predicción de que mire esas nubes aborregadas, temblará. Tengo la evidencia y te estoy prediciendo, ¿no? Aquí es algo, un hecho verídico que tiene que suceder, ¿no? Lloverá en primavera, se caerán las hojas en verano, o sea, va a pasar y no puedes hacer nada para que eso no llegue a pasar. ¿Sale? No estás haciendo una predicción de que, sino que es un hecho que va a pasar, that's it. ¿Sale? Ay, ¿qué te digo? Mi perro crecerá, obvio, va a crecer, si no se me muere de hambre o algo, pero de que tiene que sucederá. Es ley de la vida, ¿no? Que pase a una cuestión así. Y no estoy hablando solo para cuestiones naturales de que saldrá el sol, lloverá, no. Para cualquier cosa que sepas que es un hecho, que es inamovible, que no podemos hacer nada para evitar que suceda. Going to, in the other hand, is going to express something that it's about to happen. El going to, que tiene una relación fuerte con el presente, te va a servir para expresar algo que está a punto de suceder. ¿Sale? Es como si mañana saldrá el sol, en la noche saldrá la luna, órale. Es más aquí de que ya está, falta poquito para que pase, falta poquito para que pase. Por ejemplo, get back, the bomb is going to explode. Retroceda, la bomba va a explotar. Órale, es un futuro ya cercanitito. No, ahí te vas a utilizar el going to. Cuando estamos hablando sobre todo de clima, cuando usamos about, will, and going to, well, these two can be used for making future predictions without having a real difference in meaning. Muchas veces para hacer ciertas predicciones como de clima, de que, pienso que mañana estará lleno de niebla. I think it will be foggy tomorrow. I think it is going to be foggy tomorrow. Cuando haces ciertas predicciones ya como más generales, puedes usarte el will y el going to. Ya cuando quieres una predicción más específica de que, mira, con evidencia presente, el going to. Pero con cuestiones así, por ejemplo, de clima, de que, pienso que estará nublado mañana, va a estar nublado mañana, predicciones específicas sobre el futurito, o que más generales, no hay ciertas diferencias. ¿Sale? What do you think? We are going to be having here other examples with will are going to the same that we were explaining, right? Ahora, pero ¿cómo puedo diferenciar el will y el going to? Lo que te decíamos, will, predicción, tomorrow it will rain. ¿Sale? Decisiones que tomas en el momento. Me siento enferma, compraré algunas medicinas. O una condición, esto lo vamos a ver con los condicionales. If you study, you will pass exam. El going to se enfoca más a acciones planeadas con anterioridad y que se van a llevar a cabo muy pronto. I'm going to pay the bill. Yo voy a pagar la cuenta. Oye, pero lo estoy decidiendo en el momento. Aquí, si estoy en el restaurante, ¿por qué me dijiste que usara will? De que I will eat pizza. Yo quiero la pizza, compraré la pizza. Ah, bueno, eso es de que estás leyendo y aquí estás decidiendo que se te antojó. Aquí si yo te digo, I'm going to pay the bill, voy a pagar la cuenta, es que ya con anticipación estuvimos comiendo, platicando, pero yo ya había maquinado en mi mente que iba a pagar o que voy a pagar la cuenta, no es de que aquí está su cuenta, ah, sale, yo pago, ese de aquí está su cuenta, ah, sale, yo pago, eso es con will, porque es algo rápido, ¿no? Pero si yo te comento, I will pay the bill, or something like that, tú al momento de usar un will, perdóname, un going to, es que ya lo pensaste antes. Puede, sí, y si llega la cuenta y digo, I'm going to pay the bill, si llega la cuenta aquí, ay, ¿cuánto es? Ay, 500. Y yo te digo, don't worry, I'm going to pay the bill. Aquí, aunque yo lo esté hablando y tú pienses que le estoy diciendo en el momento, no es cierto. Un going to refleja que en algún momento en el pasado ya lo pensaste antes de decirlo. ¿Sale? Going to también lo vas a utilizar para ciertas intenciones de realizar una actividad a largo plazo, ¿sale? Acuérdate que dijimos planes o intenciones. Tu intención puede ser ahorita, puede ser después. Acuérdate que con el going to no tenemos tanta cuestión de que ahorita. Going to puede ser ahorita, después en ciertas cuestiones o algo que está a puntitito de suceder como lo de la bomba, ¿no? I'm going to learn English this year. Puede ser a largo plazo, pero ya lo pensaste, es una intención que tienes. O aquí, por ejemplo, will I'm going to, predictions, spontaneous decisions, acciones que ocurrirán 100% seguro. Lo que te digo de que va a salir el sol, va a salir la luna, sale algo que no podemos evitar. He will pass his exam, prediction. Which do you prefer, tea or coffee? I will have coffee. Aquí, ¿cuál quieres? ¿Café o té? Café, porfa. Aquí estás decidiendo, ¿no? O acciones que ocurrirán 100% seguro. He will be 18 next month. Él va a cumplir 18 años el próximo mes. 100% que va a pasar, ¿no? El chavo ya está creciendo. Going to es un futuro que, sobre todo aquí, ya acuérdate que el going to es más planeado, más meditado. ¿Sale? Excelente. Y aquí, tú también mencionas cuándo vas a ejecutar esa acción. Alicia is going to visit her parents next weekend. Alicia va a visitar a sus papás el próximo fin de semana. Ya se estuvo ahí planeando y aparte te estoy diciendo cuándo se va a ejecutar esta acción. Yes. Here you have will and going to, exactly the same. Express future actions decided at the moment of speaking. Express future plans decided before the moment of speaking. Aquí, estoy hablando porque estoy decidiendo, estoy hablando. Aquí es de que, si ya hablé es porque antes de contarte mis planes, ya lo había pensado. Predictions based on personal opinion of experiences. Tus predicciones que se basan en tus opiniones personales o tus experiencias, ¿no? Personales. No tienes evidencias. I think United States will win the game. No, mira. Going to, ¿sale? Tú haces tus predicciones con evidencias. A future fact, algo que a fuerzas va a suceder. Y el going to, algo que ya está así como que va a explotar la bomba, se va a regar la bomba. No, ay, se va a mojar la ropa, ya está lloviendo. Algo que está a punto de suceder. Will I'm going to. Will expresses an action the speaker is willing to perform and has the intention to perform. The speaker may have just decided to express his or her intention. ¿Sale? El will debe expresar una acción que quien está hablando es capaz de hacer, ¿no? Y tiene la intención de realizarlo. ¿Sale? Quizás quien está hablando apenas acaba de decidir expresar su intención. Y el going to expresses something that the speaker has already planned to do. Aquí, mira, la diferencia aquí es de que aquí lo estoy pensando, lo estoy diciendo. Going to has already planned to do. Que es algo que ya ha planeado hacer, ¿no? Con anticipación. It's necessary to put your sentence in context to see the difference. Mira, I'm going to go to town next Thursday. My class is having a reunion at the Central Hilton. Aquí está el going to, pero ¿qué crees, guapo y guapa? Tienes un ING. Y aquí se empieza a poner buena la situación. ¿Ya viste las diferencias? Entonces, Will, aquí estás hablando, estás decidiendo, going to, premeditadamente ya habías tú realizado el plan. Te voy a dejar estos ejercicios de repaso, porque en nuestra siguiente clase vamos a seguir practicando ya parte. ¡Hey! You are going to continue with going to and will with future with some differences. ¿Sale? Pero nos vamos con otro temita nuevo. Remember that if you have any question, any situation, you can let me know. And I'm going to be helping you, okay? Have a wonderful night. And I will see you next class, okay? In our next class. Wonderful night. See you tomorrow. Bye.